possible. Okay, so welcome. My name is Kuda again, and I'm the curator for TEDx University of South Africa. We are curating this time the We Define Tomorrow event happening on the 2nd of October 2021 in Johannesburg, South Africa. The venue of this event is only strictly to attendees, and you either have to be a speaker or purchase a ticket to attend this one. But other than that, I wanted to introduce you all to TED. And what we've done is we are curating info sessions for the University of South Africa. We are trying to engage as many students as possible, as many lecturers, staff members, so that they get to understand and see what TED has to offer for their careers and for their academics. TED is a great platform for research. If you are into research, you would have bumped into some TED speakers who've put out some pieces of whatever discovery they have, good science and innovation on the TED platform, so that it can be spread out to the rest of the world. TED as an organization is American-based and was founded off the basis of ideas worth spreading. If you look at TED's history, it started off as a conference mainly focused at technology, education, and design. And over time, it has evolved to becoming a global conference where twice a year, thought leaders, and great researchers get to share a stage where they share ideas about what they've been coming across. This organization started in 1984, so which means we are approaching a big birthday coming in 2014. And we as TEDx University of South Africa fall under as a licensee of TED. Licensee meaning that they give us the rights that may be to host branded events in their brands and get to use their ideologies and space to replicate what they do in the USA here at a local level. TEDx University of South Africa was awarded to us in 2019, and our first event last year featured Kudakwashe amongst other speakers like Hetty, the entrepreneur, and our women's event even had Val Wiggett feature on it as well. Basically, the mission with TED is to spread ideas, and it welcomes every discipline, culture, deep and whatever, and whoever is seeking a deeper understanding of the world. We believe passionately in the power of ideas because it has the ability to change attitudes, lives, and ultimately the world in general. And these ideas are shared on our two main platforms, on our website as TED.com, and also on our YouTube page, which you will find two variations of our YouTube page. There's the TEDx YouTube page, which has 37 million subscribers, and then there's the TED YouTube page, which also has around about that 1 million subscribers. So the powers invested in us as licensee allow us to contribute to the content that goes onto these platforms on their YouTube page and on their website. Meaning, if you do a TED talk with us, the moment we upload it, it automatically is on a global stage where millions of people get the chance to watch, review, and contribute to your TED talk. Right, so that's what TED is about. And I'm gonna dive more into the We Define Tomorrow event. But before I do that, I'd love to track back if there's any questions or anything that you'd like to have highlighted at this moment in time, just for clarity's sake.
Nothing from my side.
Nothing from your side.
I just come in. I see that there's another session later today. Is that going to be more individualized? So I would imagine you're going to speak about it as you go on.
Okay, so each session is going to be similar, just the difference would be the curated content. So for this specific session, because we are targeting the accounting science department, I have a few TED Talks from the accounting sphere, accounting and economic sphere to share with this department. So each session, and we're running these sessions twice a day, every day for the rest of the week, where we are going to be sharing whatever, if it's going to be School of Agriculture, we're going to be sharing what TED Talks we believe are worth watching from the School of Agriculture as well.
Yeah, hi once again. Are we going to have anything related to law?
Yes, there is the School of Law. So there are about 9 colleges in the University of South Africa. And just to mention these colleges, you are looking at the College of Accounting Science, the College of Agriculture and Environmental Science, the College of Economics and Management Science, College of Education, College of Graduate Studies, College of Human Science, College of Law, College of Science and Engineering, and 2 other specific unique college, which is campuses, which is the School of Business Leadership, and then the Thabo Mbeki School of Public and International Affairs. So those are the 9 different colleges that are within the space, and we are creating content for all 9 of them at each point. So you are welcome to join just one to get the gist, or all of them if you're that enthusiastic, driven by ideas. But I think the main thrust is in each session, we do get to share what the vision with We Define Tomorrow event is, which is very important for, especially with the speakers that are coming up. Like the gentleman who just spoke is Gift Luele, is a speaker who's going to be speaking on sustainability, and we're looking forward to your talk. And I also see we have Nikki Verd, who's going to be speaking on digital transformations, and welcome to the session as well. And welcome to the sessions to those who just recently joined us. I see Anas, Bonono, Neo, Zako, okay, I greeted Zako before. Masejo, Motswane, welcome to the session. Please do not hesitate to pop in a message at any point in time, asking a question. Okay, so I'm gonna go into We Define Tomorrow event. We Define Tomorrow event is gonna be happening on the 2nd of October. It's a full day event, broadcast on YouTube and Facebook. 2 different podcasts that will be. The YouTube will be strictly the talks and the performances and on stage. Facebook will have a lot of interactions. We have 10 influencers lined up to come and engage with the speakers and the audience who are watching from home in a social media booth that will be running at the venue, where I don't know what they have packed for that, but then it's going to be very interactive and engaging. But more so, these are 30 speakers who are going to be on stage. So far confirmed, we have 14 speakers, and these are amongst lecturers and invited guests who the team have sought out to entice and educate you guys. The UNISA community will start getting their invites to speak this week. I think a little bit of you guys have already applied for speaking, and our team is curating the content as we speak, and it's going to be an exciting jam-packed session. Now, We Define Tomorrow is a theme that comes out of what UNISA is. UNISA is a long distance learning institute that has stood by this theme for many years now, and we are adopting it onto the TEDx stage so as to really echo what they are aiming to do, especially with the new leadership that has anchored itself into UNISA. If you know, UNISA now has the first female, has for the first time a female vice chancellor, Professor. I need to read her name because I keep saying why pronounce it wrong. My apologies. It's the Vice Chancellor of UNISA. So, because I don't want to Lenkabula. It's got two parts. It's got Lenka and it's got Bula. So I don't know, is it Lenkabula or okay? Lenkabula. I think when I get to meet her, I'll ask her and be like, teach me, madam, Professor. But Professor Buleng has taken the helm at UNISA now, and she has a whole vision with the institute. A lot of restructuring has been seen in the institute, and we are there to assist them as well, kind of echo out what they are defining for tomorrow, for the students of tomorrow, for the tomorrow of the students in any case. So yes, we're going to feature talks from that will speak to the 9 colleges that are at UNISA. Something to do with accounting, something to do with agriculture environments. And each college will have some content relating to them. And I can tell you for now that some of the talks that you can look forward to are by your favorite. Hopefully she will honor this invite, but she has accepted to speak, and her name is Lumka Sihlobo Lumkile, and some of you know her as a Facebook influencer. Another speaker who is considering our platform is the 2016 winners of SA Got Talent, the Kryptonite co-founder Zoe, and we also have a renowned radio presenter and broadcast journalist Gugulethu Mfupi come and join the stage. I mentioned earlier we have a renowned entrepreneur called Gift Luele, who's in the environment space. We have also a thought leader in the digital transformations, Nikki Ved, sharing her thoughts. We have the young and energetic Tumelo Motiko, runs a YouTube page. We have phenomenal lecturers from the UNISA cohort, these people are doctors. Dr. Shamila Rajawan, who also is a founder of the Menstrual Cup company. We have Dr. Dumi Makhatlela, who is part of the Development Bank of South Africa. And these are amongst some of the speakers you can look forward to. But at this moment in time, I would love to get into a little bit of question and answer before we go into the TED Talks that you should watch. So if you do have any questions that you'd like to get clarity on, you'd like answered, even if it means questions to do with the applications for speaking to TED. What does it take to be a TED Talk speaker?
Can I ask a quick question?
Yes, thank you.
You mentioned that the venue will only be revealed to speakers.
Yes.
And the attendees. When will that be?
All right, so the venue will only be reviewed to speakers and verified attendees 24 hours before the venue, but the 24 hours before the event. But the event is in Johannesburg. This has been done due to security concerns with accessing campus, and we are trying to prevent any uprising of student affairs, with considering that it's been difficult for them to get any attention from the administrators. So the administrators had advised us that we use as much precautionary measures, since the venue is a private venue that is outside the construct of UNISA infrastructure.
Okay, that's
Yes.
interesting. Should we be worried?
No, the worry is lessened, because the other part about it is we thought 24 hours would be fine, because I mean, we're trying to control numbers. It's COVID times. Sometimes
Yeah.
to rock up. Yeah. We have a very active SRC at UNISA, and sometimes they can be worrying. Sometimes they can be a charm to look up to. So yes.
Okay, you mentioned the tickets are also for sale.
Yes. The tickets are also on sale upon registration on the links. I think as speakers, you have been sent links to register, and yes.
So the invitees we bring, they will buy a ticket, or or speakers are allowed to bring a certain number of invitees without a ticket. That's the clarity I want on that.
Okay, the speaker will not be allowed to bring invitees, but you can refer your invitees to the link and they can purchase a ticket.
Okay.
So,
all right.
What time is the event starting on the 2nd? From what time to what time?
It is starting from 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Program will be shared with you as to when your speaking slot is available. Sorry, I don't know.
Okay.
There is anyone else. Yeah, the program will be shared to you as to when your speaking slot is being channeled onto.
Speakers who
and
are in alignment.
Sorry?
Okay, got you. No, someone else is speaking, not me.
Okay. Is there anyone else who has been asking a question?
Excuse me, Kuda.
Yes.
You're speaking to Masaho. Yes. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm asking in relation to the applicants from UNISA. You mentioned that TEDx is looking for speakers who are in conjunction with UNISA's mission and its current changes, right? So I'm kind of I need information with regards to that as speakers are applicants who is TEDx gravitating towards applicants who will only be speaking in relation to UNISA's current mission, or are you guys specifically looking for individuals, unique individuals who have a voice and who have something to share?
Okay, so TEDx is a platform for unique individuals who have a voice to share, a voice and
Yes.
a message to share. As an as a movement, would like to start rebuilding the brand of UNISA to what the institution is driving. That does not necessarily mean that the talks will be only focused on rebranding UNISA, but the event will have themed elements of it that showcase the new imagined UNISA.
Okay. Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Welcome, Val Wiggett. She spoke at TEDx University of South Africa last year at the women's event. It's a good thing. It's good to see you here. Well, okay, I think.
Hi, Peter.
How are you? Thank you. So that's about UNISA, and what I'm going to do now is going to share a little bit of a few talks that we've created to look into when it comes to the accounting side of it. But what I will do before I do that is for the verified speakers, the speakers that have already been confirmed, the information that is necessary for your preparedness will be shared by email. Our team is currently working on that at this moment in time. And for people who are still yet to know if they will be speaking or not, between today and tomorrow, you will know the verdict of the team. We have looked through about 200 applicants. We're all with roughly about the same ideas. It's so fascinating how the whole of the country is really geared towards gender-based violence, towards structural reform when it comes to the political environment, and towards more so, can I say, motivating each other to understand that the space you're in currently when it comes to be feeling stuck with what happened with COVID, losing your job, or not having anything to do in this moment can change and will change with the whatever measures you take in place. But that'll take me to the list of the talks that you should look into as if you are an accounting person who's joined the call today. So I'm going to share my screen right here. Okay, where is that screen? Okay, so I do not know why I can't find it here. Oh, no. Weird. My apologies for that. I just am navigating to it. Let me just share the entire screen. Okay, so this is content curated by accountingdegree.org, and it's some of the top 10 talks, both relating to economics or accounting in this case. And we have Chris. I've watched all of them in preparation for this, and I think my favorite, it comes down to women entrepreneurs, the one which is number 7. And this is just because of how they relate to the new age of troubled global economy and how she depicts how it can be, how a typical example can be set out according to the studies she's had from Harvard MBA, doing her MBA studies at Harvard University in finance. Now, this list will be shared with you via email as well. Now, some of the speakers you can look to, besides Chris Magnet, is Loretta Napoli. Names are something that are difficult for me, but please bear with me. You can read it on the screen too. And I think each person has a different taste when it comes to what they like in terms of TED Talks. But when you look at this, when you look at how accounting is shifting, we are seeing that there is more transparency being driven by most of the speakers. And I have landed on the page where they speak about Bitcoin, and especially now where Bitcoin is a currency that's backed by shared ledgers. And shared ledgers being in the cryptocurrency space. And this being a way of trying to build transparency in terms of how people account for money or resources. Accounting is going to be very interesting to see in the future as governments are being called to do a little bit of their accounting, not on a financial basis, but then accounting when it comes to their responsibilities in distributed ledgers like that run Bitcoin currencies. And it'll be interesting for you to just indulge yourself into this content, and it'll be fun to just indulge yourself into this content and figure it out, find out for yourself what it has in store for you. You can get content even for young children, or if you're a parent, on how you can get your young children to start engaging with principles of accounting, which are actually quite important if you're an entrepreneur in the making. If you're an in-depth thinker, you can look into what makes or breaks economies, especially in the time where South Africa is faced with a recession. Seeing the recent downgrades by different rating agencies, and also the effects of COVID-19. So, ladies and gentlemen, these are some of the talks you can look to, some of them by Mariana Mazhetese, and she speaks into investor risk, being risk, being a risk taker and innovation that she has done her research on. And yeah, I think I'm gonna drop it here. I don't know why I'm running out of words, but if you have questions, I think we can spend the last few minutes just diving into things that you need more clarity on when it comes to the TED platform. I'll just check into the comments. Please make this recording accessible. I will do so. Thank you. Okay. Any questions?
Is there going to be a session where it's only for speakers?
Yes, there will be private sessions for the speakers, and your invites are actually underway with the team.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll speak a little bit about speakers because it's one of the most interesting parts. To speak in TED, you need to have one idea, one specific idea, not many. You don't need to solve the world problems. You just need one specific idea. Like Nikki Verd here is going to speak about how the digital transformations is about the mindset and not about technology itself. And that honing into that one idea allows you to at least eloquently in 18 minutes communicate complex ideas to an audience and then suggest a way forward or a solution for those ideas. For problems that have been aligned to these ideas. Now, speaking at TED means also being able to put yourself vulnerably publicly into this, into for criticism, because a lot of the people who watch TED Talks are survey and do their research. So whenever you come on that stage, it's not an opinion platform. It's fact-based, science-backed, and usually if you have done research and are presenting it on TED, your research has to be published as well for it to hold value. These are some of the criteria we look into before we publish a talk, so as to validate that. So what will be the next steps from here? Now, for speakers, their next steps will be emailed directly to them. For the UNISA community, it will be more engagements as to demystify what TED is and get more engagements. I think this is our very first session where we've tried to do it, and we're just seeing how best we can run these sessions to get more students engaged in this program. But if you are an enthusiast, look forward to our emails. They will definitely give you a sense of where to go from here. And with that said, and seeing that there are no questions, I would like to thank you all for coming for this session. Hope to see you online on the event or at the venue on the 2nd of October or in our next sessions to come. Thank you. My name is Kuda, and see you next time.